responsible gambling.
I can see nga dun sa page ninyo din sa Facebook na ang dami din projects left and right. Ayun. It's very good to see you, Ms. Chit. Boss Arman, it's been a while since huli tayo nagkita.
Yes.
Kamusta boss? Kamusta po kayo?
Mabuti naman at continuing on our financial literacy, even in the other playground that we are together sa TV and radio.
Exactly, sir.
Continuing the spreading of the financial literacy advocacy.
Continuing helping our kababayans all at the same time while promoting responsible gaming and gambling. Ngayon naman, let's now go into our conversation. Let's start off with this one. Let's talk about the why of this Pusta de Peligro campaign. Bakit nga ba ang pagpapromote po ng responsible gambling ay napaka-importante, specifically ngayon, in today's digital entertainment landscape? Because first and foremost, we understand na dati, when we say gambling, ang mindset is physical stores. Pupunta lang sa mga shops. We all know yung mga physical entertainment gambling stores out there in South. Kahit saan naman, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao ay meron. Pero I'd love to know na bakit mas kailangan na natin siya i-promote ngayon, lalo na with the digital entertainment landscape that we have today. Sige, Ms. Jeet, you go first.
Okay, I think more than any time, it's really the right time. Actually, medyo huli na nga tayo, di ba? Compared to the other countries because of the exponential growth of gambling and gaming, especially online gaming. It's really about time to launch something like this.
May I answer, Arman?
Well, one, it contributes or fosters yung trust doon sa nagpapalaro, sustainability doon sa naglalaro, because they are guided on the mental side of things and doon sa limited resources, which is the financial side.
If I may just add also, because of the exponential growth of this, parang it has become a public health issue. But unfortunately, hindi siya masyado na pag-uusapan, and there also have been a lot of cases already na marami na rin talagang affected, but hindi nga, we don't really have the data to back that up. But anecdotal, yeah, we have a lot of that cases also from the field of psychology and the psychiatry.
Ngayon naman that we are talking about the Pusta de Peligro campaign, how does this collaboration between DigiPlus, the BingoPlus Foundation, and as well as PAGCOR, being the government regulatory body that we have for this, that would make this campaign, syempre, una, unique and impactful to everybody? Sir Arman, go.
The combination of the private entities initiative, an innovative approach, plus the government's PAGCOR, government's regulatory powers, covers a broader market. At it adds, para sa mga manlalaro, adds parang increases the level of comfort. Diba? Legit, monitored, regulated, and then meron pang effort na ganito, the BingoPlus Foundation arm doing these efforts para all the stakeholders, the player, the regulator, the company na nagpapalaro are all in sync, giving a unified message for everyone.
It's really also about player protection, like kami being in the treatment side or mental health side. It's really also protecting the players themselves in the different platforms of gambling and gaming.
So yun. Ngayon naman, sumunod tayo dun sa, we have this one. I think ito medyo important din ito, na bakit nga ba critical na i-address yung mental health, financial literacy, and gaming behavior, as well as yung mga interconnected elements that go with it.
Okay, like what was mentioned by Sir, na ba? Very important din talaga yung financial literacy. I was struck by what Sir said, because it's really about the consumption. No matter how much or how little you get, it's the consumption, diba? That you parang if you have disposable income, you set aside a certain budget for whatever, like for your travel, for your for your entertainment, for your utilities in the house, that kind of thing. But then again, a mental health counterpart there would be, of course, you have to learn how to take care. We have to learn to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
All right, self-care. That's also still very important. You have to be able to self-manage yourself. I know it's easier said than done, especially because the factors related to problem gambling, minsan talaga, it's because of the adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
Diba? Sometimes you can't really help that. No? That's why you really need to have programs like this, which can remind people on a regular basis something more sustainable and something scalable.
Lalo na, Ms. Chit,
Well, one is to let the public know there is this campaign, and not just because of DigiPlus or BingoPlus Foundation, because it's a reality. Semantics, nice term, Pusta de Peligro, pero that really happens. So sana yung media, yung influencers, instead of bara-bara or irresponsibly just akala nila tutulungan nila yung DigiPlus by saying, go play, mananalo ka. There is this thing, there is this reality, Pusta de Peligro moments and campaign na for you to really enjoy what we want them to get into. Hindi lang yung the better adrenaline-based promise na pwede kang manalo. And this goes to all or in all aspects of our life, di ba? Kung ano man yun, pagtatrabaho, ito ang pasukin mong career, ito ang gawin mong leisure or entertainment activity, present the big picture. And Pusta de Peligro, matulungan lang na mapaalam to sa marami. Malaki na natulong nung hindi taga BingoPlus, hindi taga DigiPlus, malaki na natulong nyo in this situation that we are in.
Tsaka malakas pa rin. Any quick steps para ma-control nila yon habang hindi pa lumalaki?
Okay. Well, one very basic manifestation of the problem would be you're not able to pay your bills on the time that it's due. Yung mga due date, di ba?
Yeah.
Yung term na due date.
Sorry sa mga nakapangalan po ng Judith dito.
Mga due date. You missed out on your payables, and then you have a tendency to isolate, diba? To isolate, especially if it's really just the use of your phone or your tablet. You use them at the comforts of your bedroom or even in the bathroom, which nobody can see, because like gambling is really also labeled, gambling addiction is really labeled as a hidden addiction. So that's really one of the things. And then yun, pagka dysfunctional na yung behavior, very irritable, konting bagay na napoprovoke, nagagalit agad kasi nga medyo uptight, diba?
Yeah.
Very stressful.
Ayun. To our esteemed
For your support.
Ayun. Miss Angela, kamusta po? Kamusta ang experience ng ating pag-launch ngayon ng ating Pusta de Peligro campaign?
Of course, very excited. Sa wakas, we've been able to launch the Pusta de Peligro campaign. And thank you, of course, to a lot of our stakeholders and experts for joining us in designing this, crafting this, and putting this forward to the public.
Ayun. So right now, we'll proceed with the questions that we have for that our media friends have for us. So first, we'd like to call on our dear friend from the media from a Chinese journal. We have Ms. Cheska Itable.
Good afternoon, everybody. My question is for Mr. Tanco.
He has left now, so we're happy to cover for him.
Thank you. Ma'am, my question is, what inspired DigiPlus to lead this campaign on responsible gaming?
First of all, thanks for that question. It's a very good point, no? So a lot of people actually wonder, like, why are you doing that? Spending significant resources, not just in terms of funding, time, expertise, right? Into responsible gaming. Isn't that counterintuitive to your business? So actually, our view is the opposite. We feel that, online gaming, this started in 2022, right? So it's a fairly young industry. It's just in nascent stages. And of course, everyone's still feeling their way around. And the fact that this was driven by the massive digital adoption, right? Obviously, this really took off during COVID, right? And after that, like you have fintech, the likes of Gcash, right? And now online gaming being extremely accessible, and smartphones being affordable, more affordable now, right? Like almost everyone or every Filipino has a smartphone now. So these types of platforms are very accessible. So we feel that we've provided this kind of platform, entertainment, but it's also a responsibility to make sure that the users, the players, will not abuse it, get addicted, etc. So we don't want to take advantage of it for the sake of profits. So for us, to make our business sustainable and that will last for the long term, be here for the long haul, we need to do this, right? Be more responsible in how we conduct our business, ensuring that our players, that we create a positive environment for our players. And the last thing we want is like it becomes toxic, right? And therefore short term. So we don't want that. We want our business, our industry to be here for the long haul. That's why we're doing this.
Ayan. Thank you, ma'am, for that question. Now, we have a question from Snap Photo. We have Mr. Alan Sancon.
Hello po. Good afternoon, everyone. My question is for Miss Angela. Yes. What message does the Pusta de Peligro campaign send about DigiPlus and PAGCOR's commitment to responsible gaming?
No, thank you for also citing PAGCOR in this, because I think if there is a message that we want to say about Pusta de Peligro or the responsible gaming campaign, is that responsible gaming is everyone's responsibility. So there's a role for the regulator, for the player themselves, but also for industry operators like us. So at least for us, I guess, for DigiPlus, as a leading entertainment company, what we want really is to be able to educate and protect our players. We really want to put them at the forefront. And if with DigiPlus, we multiply the fun with many gaming platforms that you can see there. But especially for us in the foundation, our mandate is to multiply the good. And we can only really do that if we put the players and their welfare at the foremost.
Follow-up lang po. Napanood namin yung video kanina. No? Very entertaining and very informative. Saan po mapapanood ng mga manonood to? Is it on YouTube, digital, or commercial din ba on TV, something like that?
Actually, this is just the start, you can already see it on YouTube, and then we'll be posting it simultaneously in our social media platforms. But do expect that different permutations of the same campaign will be coming out on mass advertising. So we hope talaga that this will get the message across, get the attention as well, and spark conversations on responsible gaming.
Thank you, Sir Alan, for those questions. Now, we have another question from our friends in the media we'd like to call on from United News, Ms. Jenny Cheng.
Hello, good afternoon. My question is for Ms. Celeste. What kind of investment and effort have DigiPlus and PAGCOR put into this campaign? Thank you.
Thank you for that question. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, so the way we look at this responsible gaming campaign is similar, in a similar capacity or similar lens as how we do our marketing or branding strategy, right? So we're promoting it. So we're spending resources, deploying resources for this kind of event, for example, right? In producing the videos, in producing the other promotional materials, right? So similar to how we would promote our own our products like BingoPlus, ArenaPlus, etc. So that's the kind of perspective we're looking into it. We really need to get the word out there. So it's actually the similar capacity, So we spend obviously financial resources, time, and expertise on this, and we look at it as a way to not just promote. Well, we don't distinguish it from the way we promote our products, right? So we also want our players to know that when they play, they have to be mindful, they have to play responsibly.
Yeah, I'd like to add lang din. Actually, I think other than, this in itself, the campaign itself is a sizable investment. But I'd also like to point out that even before that this whole campaign, all the videos that you've seen, before that has come out, we've also made investments inside our own platform. I think you saw that earlier, no? That we have our KYC software, we have now our responsible gaming tab. So now, apart from us raising awareness, no, to the general public on knowing the risk through